Okay, we're back at this again, Get Fit fam. So we were talking about some popular red pill and manosphere, concepts that get thrown around often that I wanted to discuss and challenge. So the first one was, do men age like fine wine and women like milk? And the answer was, when they take good care of themselves. The second one was, do looks and height matter? They absolutely do matter. Yeah, there's things that you can do to kind of level up and give yourself a better chance. But generally speaking, yeah, they do matter. They are an advantage. So you should always work on those things. Number three was, the fuck was number three? Oh, number three was, are men actually the prize? And the answer to that is technically yes, in practice, no. And what we're going to talk about now is number four, which is, will she really die alone with cats? So yeah, often in the manosphere, in the red pill circles, we hear guys say stuff like, oh, well, she's going to die alone. Or, get ready for those cats, you know what I mean? Prepare yourself for those cats and box of wine and things like that, right? So here's the thing. Are there a lot of miserable, resentful women going into their late 30s and 40s alone? Yes, absolutely. That's for sure. But here's the thing. That is definitely not their punishment, and that is definitely not forced. Women have choice, and they always will. And this goes back to, this is actually attached to, well shit, they're all fucking attached. They're all attached. Because what makes any of these statements true or false in practice, right? I'm not talking about in reality, I'm talking about, in practice, is men. The way men behave generally, right? For example, we'll take it back to, do men age like fine wine and women like milk? Well, how a man ages depends on how well he takes care of himself, right? When you see a guy and he's 40-something, he looks amazing, you know what I'm saying? Face, skin, everything look healthy, he's in great shape, wide shoulders, chest, abs, all of that. That's not just how he aged. That's a combination of his genetics and how well he's been taking care of himself. So that's his choice, his effort, what he's dedicated to, right? So the next one was, do looks and height really matter? Well, you have some control over how you look. Maybe not so much your height, even though I did give the suggestion of just order some fucking lifts and start putting them in all of your shoes. Yeah, it's lying, but it makes a huge difference in how women respond to you and interact with you, and they can't tell. If you add an extra 2 inches to your fucking shoes, I'm telling you right now, women will treat you different. If you're 5'7", you're now 5'9". If you're 5'9", you're now 5'11". Okay, God forbid you're 5'11", you add those fucking lifts in, now you're 6'1", right? So now you just put yourself in the top 14% of men height-wise. That's a hell of an advantage when women want guys that are over 6 foot. So again, that's a choice for a guy to make. The next thing was, are men the prize? Men don't behave like the prize, right? Women don't have to chase men. They don't have to work for men. They don't have to be held to any type of standard to get attention from men, right? Maybe to get the attention from the individual guy, the particular guy, but that individual's behavior is only gonna have so much of an effect on her, especially if she's a stranger, in comparison to the rest of society who's treating her like she's a fucking queen, like she's a princess. So because the average guy is putting pretty girls on a pedestal and requiring nothing of them, guess what? Bitches are gonna sit on pedestals and give nothing to men, right? So men being the prize, it's all a matter of how men carry themselves and the standard that they hold themselves to or hold women to, and they're not. Guys are not gonna do that shit. Guys are not gonna go without pussy and maintain a stern standard. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna sit here and compromise themselves constantly, left and right, to try to appease a woman to get some fucking snitch snatch, to get some punani. So all of these things come back to how men act in general. How we act as a fucking group, as a gender, is gonna determine how true or false these things are. So that brings me to where we are, which is The fourth one, will she die alone and with cats? The reason why that's not a punishment, the reason why that's not something that she doesn't have a choice in, is simply because there's always some simp out there that will wife this old ass bitch up. There's always some dude out there that will be with her, that will tolerate her, knowing the facts, knowing that she wasted her youth, knowing that he's not getting her best years, knowing that she's fucking miserable and resentful, knowing that she gave her body away to all these other guys and now she expects the commitment from him. There's still gonna be a guy that's gonna line up and sign up for that shit. So a woman being alone, especially a mildly attractive woman, if she's anywhere from a 4 to a 10, and she's alone, right? It's by choice, bro. It's by choice. There's definitely a dude out there that will take that raggedy bitch. So, will she really die alone with cats? Yeah, if she wants to fucking die alone with cats. There's women getting married at 50, dude. 50. There's motherfuckers out there marrying chicks at 50. So what the fuck is going on? Now, the only way that wouldn't be possible is if men in general said, we are not marrying no bitch over 50. I don't give a fuck. It's not gonna happen. The buzzer beater is no longer an option, bitch. Game is over. You lost. You understand what I'm saying? But because there's plenty of dudes out there that will take her, she will always have choice, right? So men is who give women the luxury of choice. We give them the luxury of all their bullshit.